Cards Against Humanity on crystal meth turned into a fucked up board game. And the way it works, I mean, if you were actually at the show, we would show you some cards. You like it, we tell you how the board game works. I mean, you could sort of fan this in if you want to show your fans some cards. There's little descriptions at the bottom that make every card better. And we make it so you can throw your friend's name right into the card. So you could throw whoever you'd like as that write-in right there. And the way it works is like Cards Against Humanity. It starts the exact same way with the questions and answers. When you win the question cards, there are numbers at the bottom. These numbers are how you get pushed across the board. You start at the white spot up here. You finish at the goal spot over here. And don't mind me, this is just a messed up board at this point. The board is double-sided. You can mix and match for a different experience every time if you'd like. When you land on the different spots, you start picking up various abilities, things like swap those answer cards in your hand, play twice in a round, force the judge to pick a different card, or be a dick to your best friend and make him sit out because, fuck, why not? We got tons of optional ways. This is a Swiss Army hand. We got a 24-page rule book. Yes, we got drinking and smoking, but we also have 5 different game modes and over 50 optional mix and match rules you can pick and choose to play however you'd like. But we also know our audience. That is why we throw that in every box. We know our people. 1 page, you're good to go. And if that's still too much, right, you don't need it, because there's also a quick start guide online, which is awesome because this is a 16-player board game. That is a lot of explaining. Make your friends watch the video, be a lazy shit. And of course, the last selling point is just the weight. And I'll pass that to you so you can show it on the camera because that's going to surprise you. That is, yes.
It's heavy.
See why that drops. That is 810 cards in a board game at 50 and arguably one of the better deals of the event. And you can get it on our website, GameHam.com.
Hey, George, how did you come up with the game?
So the way it started, boredom. I finished a contract position, and when I had some time on my hands, my sister got me a terrible knockoff of Cards Against Humanity. I had time, so I said, we could do better. We started working on it. She got busy, and then I kept rolling with it, and I realized there were a lot of things that annoyed the crap out of me with Cards Against Humanity, because it's a good game, but it gets stale after a few plays. Right. So eventually it became a challenge to fix everything about it. Originally, it was just making it so the grammar between the question and answer cards go together. Cards Against Humanity would sound like Me Go Park now when you pair the question and answers together. So that's something I fixed in order to make it so you could actually have no dead cards, because now it's easier to play them. We made it a little easier because the write-in cards in Cards Against Humanity were a challenge to work with. We made it so you have the simpler version with suggestions if you're not even creative. And of course, we just have the board game component, creating a unique push-pull between board and cards. So you can actually have the cards influence the board, but the board influences the cards, vice versa. And then the vision for the game is not just be a party game, but a game that goes into different game genres, like a giant puzzle piece. So we actually have the first installment that just came out called the Punishing Board, which is child-friendly. It's 1 to 6 players, and it works with dice, integrating a dice mechanic into this game, or plays on its own if you'd like, with abilities that specifically target your friends. And that's how it works here. I mean, in this game, you don't need more cards. That's why we give you different expansions like Depression, because that's another thing in Cards Against Humanity. You buy the game, Big Black Dick, expansion, Bigger Blacker Dick. We don't do that. We give you all the meat your body get and then some, and let you flavor it with depression and anxiety.
Okay. So how long have you been, how long did it take to develop it, and how long have you been selling?
In which case, that is a multi-answer question.
Okay.
So basically, started in 2017, the development. Came out at the end of 2019, so that's the official release. But then we had a convention campaign planned for March of 2020. And for those of you who know anything about history, you could imagine why that did not work so well for parties or party games, adult party games specifically. It was great for if you had kid-friendly games, but that is not what this is.
Right.
So the unofficial answer, I like to say it sort of had a soft release at the end of 2021 when the show started opening up. And now it's been full-time as of May 2022 with every 6 months new installments.
All right, well, thank you. Tell everybody again where they can find it.
It is Game of Ham, like the deli meat.com. GameOfHam.com.
Thank you, George. Appreciate it.
Of course, and actually, there's a QR code that I could actually flash in front.
Sure.
That takes you right to it. Yep, that right there. Just hold that nice and neat for the camera. Of course.
Thank you very much, George. Appreciate it.